along the same lines, Shane, this next question is, how do I go about landing an internship at an agency?
Again, it's probably just about, reaching out and being ruthlessly persistent in
Yeah.
doing so. And like I think LinkedIn is amazing where nowadays you can connect with someone and people are just, so open and kind. And most of the time people respond back to you on LinkedIn, like more than 50%. And if they don't feel bad. It's just, they're probably being hit up all the time. But hit people up on LinkedIn, use those resources. Like I know that people do that all the time with me, and I may take like a day or two to get back to people, but I do eventually get back to people. Even if I can't meet them, I'll just acknowledge them and kind of, maybe I'll follow them and then I'll see them come up in the feeds. And then later on, maybe I'll be like, oh, yes, I do need someone. I know someone that's looking. But for that internship, I think if you're specifically looking for internship, there's a lot of places that have graduate programs. If you're coming straight from school in that graduate programs as well, that they can place you. A lot of larger agencies have graduate programs, like the Clevenger Group, the DDB groups, the big Omnicom agencies. They have those programs. But I think approaching specific agencies, reaching out to their career directors, their HR, again showing that enthusiasm and kind of I think it's just it's being passionate that you want experience and you want to learn. And I think it's about just getting in there to learn and get that experience. And the funny thing about largely the creative industry is that many times it's so hard to get in. No one wants to give you that experience. But once you get the experience, it's easier. Then it's like, oh, you've worked there, cool. And I think that's because a lot of times in this fast-paced world, there's not a lot of time for mentorship when you're in the role and people to help you. Agencies and design firms, they just want people who can get in there and do the job. Like they don't want to. And that's because everyone's so squeezed. So I think it's finding maybe a place where there is room for that, where there are people that can help you and, grow you. And that's maybe why the larger places sometimes they have many people that can facilitate that and they can, have a graduate program or an internship program. But there's so many places that do have those programs, and reach out to them to get your foot in the door.
Yeah, no, I think that's good advice. And I think to add to that, I find a lot of people sometimes if you're an intern, you might send out your application to like heaps of agencies and then you don't actually tailor them so that, it doesn't help you stand out. So I think, maybe targeting those specific agencies that you really love, maybe they have some clients or they've done some work recently that you really resonate with and maybe tailoring your own online portfolio to align with the kind of
Yeah,
work that agency is looking for. Yeah.
it's that little personalization that also just makes people like, oh, that's really thoughtful and like let me find out more. And it wasn't just this blanket spray and pray. They actually thought
Yeah.
about it a little bit more in depth.
Yeah, yeah. And we've got some internship resources as well that we've just posted in the chat. A lot around paid internships as well. So just to know, I know there's a lot of unpaid internships out there for creatives, but that's actually illegal. So just make sure when you are looking for internships, it's paid. Ben, did you have anything else to add in the last minute of our session regarding this issue?
Look, I would just add, as we were saying there, that there's plenty of research on job applications saying that they do need to be tailored. You do need to make very clear at the beginning why you are suitable for this particular opportunity, because you have to assume that there are going to be a lot of applications, and people don't have the time to spend a lot of time with each one, or spend a lot of time with all of the candidates for jobs. You need to be really clear about how you are suitable to this particular opportunity. And that really goes for any kind of opportunity that comes up.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, guys. I think you've both been so wonderful today, and I've really appreciated all your advice for the community, and I'm sure it's going to be really valuable. So thank you for your time, and have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Beck.
Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Beck.